Part of what goes into making my Genshin concept videos is actually playtesting. While I can't perfectly recreate an idea in-game, I can still use the test dummy to help me visualize aspects like elemental application, reactions, or buffs and debuffs. More specifically to the buffs and debuffs, I can use the stat editor to simulate DPS comparisons between fake teams. And one of my more recent fixations was actually simulated Nicole testing, cause I was really curious on how good she'd be for my account. So this video's gonna be a different kind of analysis. Instead of me talking about game design and mechanics, I'm actually diving into raw theory crafting. I'm gonna talk about Nicole's kit and what she does, and then I'm gonna show you how I use the test dummy to simulate some Nicole gameplay. As usual, additional info is down below, and captions are available if you need them. Without further ado, let's get started. So first, let's just really quickly run through the abilities for Nicole. When you cast her skill, she grants a pyro shield that scales on her attack stat. She'll also grant the entire team an attack bonus called Grace of Kenosis, and this works very similarly to Eon-san. The bonus scales on her attack stat, but it also has a max cap. Regardless of talent level, you're looking at a build target of 4,000 attack. And fortunately, the shield and attack bonus are independent of each other, meaning that even if the shield breaks, the attack bonus is still maintained for its full 20-second duration. Moving on, Nicole's A1 passive grants a special, upgraded version of her attack bonus called Guidance of Theosis. This grants an additional 300 flat attack, which is basically an extra feather artifact main stat. When the active character is a Hexerei character, they'll get the bonus immediately. If the active character is a non-Hexerei character, they'll only get the bonus 3 seconds after swapping on field. This essentially causes Nicole to synergize better with Hexerei DPS units. It also kind of de-incentivizes front-loaded attackers like Raiden or Mawika. But it's still an overall good increase for all attack scaling DPSs. On a similar note, Nicole's A4 allows her to upgrade her own bonus to the Theosis version, even while she's off-field. The extra 300 attack will supposedly work on her shield, but apparently it doesn't work to buff her own attack buff, which I find a little weird because usually, flat bonuses were allowed to contribute to stat scaling bonuses, so I'm not sure why Nicole's flat 300 attack isn't allowed here. But this is based on beta information, so that could change when we actually get her on release. Anyway, Nicole's burst will cause her to activate Silent Contemplation mode. When the active character deals damage, she summons an arcane projection to deal elemental damage based on that character's elemental type. Even more, the damage is considered as being dealt by that character. And this basically means that while the multiplier scales on Nicole's burst level, the damage scales on the active character's attack, damage percent, and crit stats. And adding on to that, Nicole's Hexerei passive is that if a projection is triggered by a Hexerei unit, the base damage is increased based on Nicole's attack stat. From what I can tell, these attacks don't apply an element, which is good for teams that rely on stricter ICD. You won't have to worry about Nicole disrupting your reactions. This final aspect that's important for the video isn't related to Nicole's kit, but rather her best artifact set. I'm planning to make a full video on the new sets and weapons, so this is just a quick summary. In a non-Hexerei team, the artifact set grants a 20% elemental damage bonus to the party based on the user's element. For Nicole, that's basically a party-wide 20% pyro bonus. If the team has the Hexerei passive unlocked, the bonus is increased to 40%, and it's based on the user and the active character's element. The effect won't stack if the elements are the same, so if you're running Nicole in something like a Lohen team, the team gets both pyro and cryo bonuses. If it's something like Nicole and Klee, it stays at a 40% pyro damage bonus. Now we can get to the main part of this video, the fake showcases. Obvious disclaimer, despite me doing something that's theory crafting oriented, this is not meant to be an indicator on how meta Nicole is. The stuff you're about to see is based on my account and my investment. It's also important to note that doing calculation sheets is generally more accurate than what I'll be showing in a simulated playtest, so please do not take the numbers at face value. If anything, I'm showing this as a behind the scenes look at how I use the test dummy to simulate certain character concepts. The Nicole stuff is just the example I'm using. So how did I simulate Nicole in the training dummy? It still starts with the sheet math. I looked at around 8 teams where Nicole could be slotted in. For her build, I assumed one that I'd likely settle for. That is, Ascended level 80, a level 90 Skyward Atlas, and level 9 on the skill. I'm gonna run the new Hexarai support set on ER, Attack, and Attack. I know ER isn't technically needed, but I do want to use her burst every rotation. For substats, I use KQM Standard to find the rest of the energy recharge and attack stats. And for my account and my simulated Nicole build, I'm looking at an average of 515 attack for the base skill. Great thing about the training dummy, I'm able to adjust my team's attack and elemental damage bonus to simulate Nicole's attack buff and the Hexarai artifact set's damage bonus. There are 2 ways you can make the attack bonus. One is to increase flat attack. This can only go up to a max of 827, so if you're running the simulation with a higher attack bonus, you're definitely going to cap out. A different way to simulate the bonus is to take the assumed attack bonus from Nicole and divide that number by each character's base attack. This gives you a percent value that provides the same flat amount of attack that Nicole should provide. The test dummy isn't able to give you an exact number all the time, so I just went as close as I could when increasing the attack buff. Things to keep in mind while you're watching this. Number 1, I can't assume Nicole's burst hits in the test dummy, so I just gave the active character full uptime on the 300 attack provided by her A1, and this is regardless of whether they were considered a Hexarai unit or not. The person who was filling in for Nicole was none other than Klee. She can provide Pyro Resonance, Hexarai Resonance, and her abilities don't apply that much extra Pyro when she's off-field. When I did my testing, energy was sometimes a problem, because she creates 4 particles while Nicole creates 5. In some teams, that 1 particle actually made or broke my consistent bursting on rotation. Finally, you're gonna notice that a lot of my teams used Durin. This is another reason why I don't want anyone to take my Nicole simulations at face value, cause I'm not showing you that much variety in terms of team building. For this, you're looking at kind of the optimal team building. But with that being said, let's get into the simulated testing. I'll switch it over to Unscripted Spider.
Stay back! Okay!
Too late for regrets! Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Squall and Fury! You dare to gaze upon me? Watch out! The story has only just...
We'll see about that! Everybody stand back!
The wind rises. Stay back! Decay!
Too late for regrets! Truth repeat! Teamwork is strength!
Behold! Know your place!
Ugh. That's a really ugly number. My investment standards, I usually hit around 60k DPS. Even this, like, 47 is kind of low for me.
Stay back! Turning...
We'll see about that! Truth! Blazing delight!
Behold! You dare to gaze upon me? Leave it to me!
Bro, that one extra particle Nicole provides is like barely gonna not be enough for me.
Gears of the...
The wind rises. Bow your head. Leave it to me. The story has only just begun.
Phew! Blow them all up! We'll see about that. Have fun with...
Behold.
The one thing that threw me off a little bit in that, like, test run is that Klee provides 4 particles and Durin provides... Or not Durin, Klee provides 4, Nicole provides 5. That one extra particle that Klee did not create with her skill in the first rotation fucked over my Durin's energy shit for, like, the oncoming rotations. It was just, like, barely not enough energy. So, I mean, I guess it's safe to say that Nicole will provide just enough for my Durin in this Wanderer team. But we'll see how accurate that DPS count actually is.
Watch out! The story has only just...
We'll see about that. I'm going in. Time for takeoff. Yeah. Yeah. Yahoo! Ha. Yeah. Let's play.
The story has only just...
Truth repeats its course. Teamwork is strength. Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Yeah. Yeah. Let's play. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Leave it to me! Decay!
Too late for regrets. Have fun with this gift. Everybody stand back. Time for takeoff. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Brace yourselves.
I've actually had to re-record this a few times. And one of the reasons why I had to re-record it is because I forgot about the pyro damage bonus for Venti. I don't think the pyro damage bonus is that big of a DPS increase, but I think it's still big enough that it's like not really like negligible damage.
Decay!
Dare to mess with me? Truth repeats its course. Blazing delight! Yahoo! Think you can get away? Brace yourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Let's play.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
We'll see about that. Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Here we go. Yeah. Yahoo!
Stay back! The story has only...
Too late for regrets. Truth repeat. Boing, boing, boom! Back to flash! Let's play. Think you can get away? Yeah. Here we go.
87k. Surprisingly not that big of a DPS increase. So I was initially surprised when I saw that the DPS increase wasn't that big, but then I remembered Venti already has the full uptime on the Nicole A1 passive. However, the motion value of Nicole's burst isn't included in this test run. So it is possible that that extra motion value could possibly get us to like 90k. And even though Farazan's damage is like pretty negligible, it might be just barely enough to get us past like 90k as well. Like if you give her the attack and the pyro damage or animo damage bonuses, probably is gonna be enough to get us past like certain thresholds. So this is my Navia team. I'm gonna run Navia with Albedo. The reason I want to do Albedo instead of like someone like Shilonen is mainly because Albedo does have like some additional geo application which helps with the crystallized shards. On top of that, I'm pretty sure Durin's Res Shred compensates for Shilonen's, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal that I use Albedo over Shilonen.
Fire! Well,
The story has only just... come into being! feel this ancient power.
Ah, everybody stand back! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Ha! Ah! Cha! Coming at ya! Ah! Ha! This one's got your name on it! A proper send-off! Yeah!
Watch out! The story has only just burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Teamwork is strength! Feeling lucky? Ha! Hiya! Ah! Ha! Ah! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Ah! Ha-ha! Ha! Ah! Fire! Well, let's light it up!
Stay back! The story has only just lived. Moments of birth.
Huh? Everybody stand back! Cha! Hiya! Ah! Cha! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Hiya! Ah!
I think energy recharge is gonna be the death of me for Navia teams.
A proper send-off!
Leave it to me! A turning point. Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Pew! Run! Ow! Ow! Hey there! Nah! Nah! This one's got your name on it! Nah! Cha! Coming at ya! A proper send-off! From the Spina with Pookie.
The story has only just come into being. Moments of birth.
Coming at ya! Hiya! Nah! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Hiya! Ha-ha! Hey there! Attack!
A turning point. It burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Boing, boing, boom! Sparks and splash! Feeling lucky? Nah! Nah! Feeling lucky? Nah! Coming at ya!
I think what's going to be interesting about the Clorinde team is that instead of me comparing Nicole, quote-unquote Nicole, with Bennett, it's going to be Nicole with Chevres. And I'm actually not sure how this one's going to play out because Chevres provides a lot for overload already, so I'm kind of predicting the DPS gap might not be as high.
Hunt them down.
Watch out! Decay! You
Final warning! Hands where I can...
Ready. Time to testify.
leave it to me! Decay! You
Drop your weapons! Midnight, Phantasm!
Loaded. Hunt them down.
watch out! Decay! You
Justice will by royal decree.
Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Okay, 74k DPS. I think a couple things that Nicole is going to have kind of like interesting mechanics with in this overload team. Number one, Clorinde's A1 passive caps out at around 3000 attack, if I'm not mistaken. Which means that even though her damage like will still, you know, get buffed by the basic attack bonus, the A1 like caps out its value. So you're not getting as much from Clorinde when it comes to like the attack buff from Nicole. But on the flip side, Fischl is a snapshotting character who's also a Hexerite character, which means that when you swap into her after getting Nicole's attack buff, she can snapshot the full 815 attack. So I think it kind of balances out in different ways with this team. But once again, I'm not really expecting that big of a damage difference with this kind of team. For all I know, it might actually be lower.
Time to testify.
Stay back! Decay!
Action! Flash! Yes! Oz, reveal!
Ready. Hunt them down.
Stay back! A turning point in...
Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy, jumpy, go! Shadow Raven!
Into the shadows. Time to testify.
The story has only just...
Yes! Pew! Blazing Delight! By Royal Decree...
Loaded. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
For this one, I'm probably gonna have to see, like, actual testing when I get Nicole. For one, I could have been averaging 5 instead of 6 of the special skills, because I know I have that issue. But it also might just be, like, Nicole won't provide that much for Clorinde teams, because Chevrez on Overload is just that good. Okay, next up is my Flins team. I am only doing a team like this just to kind of see, like, the lesser recommended meta stuff for her. Nicole provides attack, which will be good for Flins's, like, lunar charge damage. I'm not actually expecting it to be good, mainly because she doesn't provide the Resh Red that Sucrose will provide.
A new moon rises. Stay clear! Midnight, fantastic! Enhanced Animo Module 75!
Close your eyes. Observe. To dust. Do you fear the dark?
Wane. A moonlit night for all. Animo Tech 6308! Absorption Wings of Darkness!
Be silent. Observe. To dust. Be silent. To dust.
Three moons converge. Oz, reveal! Animo Tech 6308! Swirl, work!
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. To dust.
So this Nicole team, in theory, would buff Fischl's damage. I'm not sure how it's going to fare for Flins. Technically it would buff Flins, but I'm not sure by how much. The thing that's going to make this interesting, and why I think it's not going to be as good, is because Columbina is an HP scaler. It's also that her, even though her skill, her regular skill does hydro damage, it's not going to get buffed by Nicole, because the artifact bonus only works on the active character's element and Nicole's element. So Hydro won't even get a bonus here. So I'm actually expecting a DPS loss for this team. I don't think Nicole's going to be that good for Flins. I think it might be like an alternative at the very most.
Wane, a moonlit night for all. Boing, boing, boom! Action!
Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Observe. Do you fear the dark?
A new moon rises. Pew! Boing, boing, boing!
As you wish, may be silent. To dust. Do you fear the dark?
Surge. Three moons converge. Pew! Blazing Delight! Hi! By Royal Decree.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes.
I think that was kind of the same. I mean, since Nicole doesn't really need to have the Hexer set on for, a lunar team, you might be able to get away with, like, a different build on her. But I do think she'll just be a side grade for my Flins teams. I think in this one, Nicole will most likely replace Farina. Just because I think Shalonen's Red Shred is going to be really important for this team. And Farina's not going to be able to make use of healing without Shalonen. Farina's also not going to be able to get buffed by Nicole's attack bonus.
Bring it! Let engraved names echo!
Shower me with praise! Let the world come up!
The abyss is burning!
Let me scribe, decided by destiny. Ah! Yeah! Ha! Za!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Let my name echo in song!
Get back! The abyss is burning!
Bring it!
Written in the stars. Z- za! Ah! Ha! 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 Za!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Strike a pose! Time to shine!
Get back! Stay away from me!
Fate is upon you. Ha! Za! 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 Ha! Yeah! Z- za! Ah! Za!
So I think for the Nicole Durin Mona team, one of the advantages I might have here is that A, we have the Pyro Resonance bonus, so Mona, who is an attack scaler, will also get a slight buff out of this. And then Durin gets an attack bonus out of it. But I also think that what we're gonna have that maybe we can take advantage of is that I think Nicole / Klee, if I use her before Shalonen, that should allow me to cleanse the Pyro aura. Or that should allow me to cleanse, sorry, not Pyro, the Hydro aura with Pyro. And then I can use Cinder City for Pyro instead of Hydro. So that might actually work in our favor for like higher DPS on a Durin team.
Stay away from me!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Fights and flag! Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. Za! Za! Ha! Za! Ha! Ah! Za! Z-
Devouring claw!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Blazing delight! Let me scribe, written in the stars. Ha! Za! Ha! Za! Yeah! Ha! Za!
Thunder! Element?
Bring it! Let engraved names echo!
Boing, boing, boom! Fight! Decided by destiny. Za! Ha! Ha! Za! Za! Yeah! Ah! Z-
Okay, interesting. So the damage increase isn't that high. I wonder I think because Farina Shalonen combo is a pretty good one for the healing fanfare. It can just outdo whatever like Nicole could provide, but this might also be on my priority list of like, we'll see how it actually plays out in like real testing footage down the line. Saving the best two for last, I have my Kinich team for the first one. But this is a team that I'm kind of interested to test out because I recently also got C1 Emilie from the Fontaine Chronicled Wish. And because I have C1 Emilie, and she's objectively one of my strongest characters in my account, her damage getting buffed by Nicole actually matters a lot more compared to other off-field DPSs, at least for my account. So when I do like the testing for like Emilie, I am expecting to hit much higher numbers, just because the off-fielder is like well invested and well like built.
Fresh and floral.
The story has only just...
I'm going in.
I got him cornered.
compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood.
Decay!
Measly insect! Everybody stand here!
For the Lord of the Night!
Submit your souls in
This will brighten up the place.
Let's light it up!
Leave it to me! Decay! New
I'm going in!
target acquired.
Fresh and floral.
Watch out! A turning point?
Pew! Blazing delight!
Locked on.
A little ambiance.
Stay back! The story has only...
Fine, fine, go! Throw them up!
I got him cornered.
Bow before your king! Ours is a glory to which
This'll brighten up the place.
compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood.
Decay!
Measly insect!
New luck!
You must Dumpty Dumpty go!
Shadow of the past, mine to command.
Submit your soul!
A little ambiance.
Sacrifice! Scared.
The story has only just...
Forever hold. Fine, go! Blazing delight!
Target acquired.
Wait, is this real? Guys, my team, here's the thing. Because I horizontally invest, I don't really hit 100k DPS at all. Like, even my full premium team of, like, Flins, Inefa, Columbina, Shalonin, or Sucrose, like, that never hits 100k. I'm lucky to get, like, close to, like, 95. I think the big factor is Emilie. You can kind of see in the comparisons on the top. They have, like, almost equal damage. Like, Emilie and Kinich are both, like, equal damage output. That would explain why, the damage ceiling is so much higher. But yeah, I think Nicole is... Of all the characters getting buffed by Nicole, I think my Emilie is going to be, like, the biggest winner with this character. Alright, and last, but of course not least, because it's Lyney, he can never be least, is my Lyney showcase. And this one I tried testing a lot more, because Lyney has so many, like, intricate mechanics you have to keep track of. So, the team that objectively has the best DPS, pre-Nicole, is Overload with Chevres. The main issue with this team that I have right here is stagger. There is no interruption resistance, there's no shielding, so if, even though like the numbers in the showcase you'll see are going to be kind of high, the other big factor is that it's actually going to realistically be lower because I have to keep dodging or I might get hit around a lot. But I wanted to show like a few Lyney showcases just so you can kind of see like some of the DPS ceilings for different teams, for this character specifically.
Stay back! A turning point.
Final warning! You asked for...
Shit, now disappear! Let's get this show on the road! A turning point?
Stop right there! Midnight, fantastic!
And voila! A applause. Leave it to me. Decay. You.
Hands where I can see them. Odds reveal.
Shia. Shia. Now disappear. Let's get this show on the road.
So my Lyney, on his own, can hit 100, or not 100. So my Lyney in this team can hit 93k, but that's with a stationary enemy that can't, like, stagger me. I'm going to turn on the test dummy for an aggressive enemy, because this is going to be a lot more noticeable on how fucked it can get with a Lyney team.
Stay back! Decay!
Final warning! You asked for by royal decree!
Shia! Shia! And voila! Here comes the finale! Leave it to me! Stay your hand. The story has only just...
Stop right there! Hands where I can...
Midnight Phantasm.
Shia! Shia! Now disappear! A round of applause! Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Drop your weapons! Odds revealed!
Shia! Shia! Step right up. Here comes the finale.
As you can see here, I missed a few times, I got staggered a few times. Even this fight, for some reason, I had, like, some energy problems happening. And this is why the factor that Nicole is a shielder for Lyney is gonna matter a lot more for his teams. So I think for Lyney overload teams, I think Chevres is still gonna be a weird, like, side/downgrade. Or like Nicole in place of Chevres, or Nicole in place of Durin is gonna be kind of an iffy thing, because Chevres once again provides a lot for overload teams. So this showcase right here is gonna show like a non-Chevres overload team, but it might not be as good.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Pew! Sparks and wow! By royal decree...
And voila! A round of applause! Leave it to me! Decay!
Midnight Phantasm...
Now disappear! Here comes the finale! A turning point?
Throw them all up! Odds revealed!
Step right up! A round of applause!
So the DPS over in this team is actually a bit lower, and I think there's a few reasons why that is. Number one, we don't have a healer. So Lyney's Marechaussee artifact passive, it's only going to get affected by his like arrow shots and when he self-heals with the skill. But that means that some of his shots have a bigger chance to not crit. Now we can try a different team. I can try do a Chevres replacing Durin team, but I'll show you why that can also be kind of iffy at times.
Blazing delight! Final warning! Just as...
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Boing, boing!
Midnight Phantasm.
Yeah.
So I think with a fish, especially if you're doing Fischl Nicole, which is the only team you can run in a Chev Overload team, the big thing you have to worry about is Fischl's elemental application possibly getting, like, it possibly affects Lyney's pyro uptime.
Fine, boom! Blazing delay! Odds revealed! Final warning! Hands where I can...
Step right up. A round of applause. Huh.
Dumpy Dumpty go! Pew!
As you wish, me.
Drop your weapons. Yeah. And voila! Here comes the finale.
Blow them all up! You asked for it!
Yeah. Step right up. A round of applause.
So I think objectively speaking, Nicole will be better for Lyney just because comfort with a shielder. Damage-wise, the overload teams are kind of like mix and match depending on like what you can get away with in terms of like stagger, res shred, healing. Like you can kind of get away with certain things depending on how you play him.
Once again, this is not supposed to be a meta-analysis on Nicole. I don't want the takeaway to be how good or bad she is. I want the takeaway to focus more on the concept side of things. If you're someone who's making a character kit, or maybe an artifact/weapon, you can absolutely use the test dummy and the stat editor to simulate alternate teams or builds. As of right now, we can't edit elemental mastery or energy recharge, which kinda sucks. But for things like crit, damage percent, HP, attack, we can simulate that in a training arena. You just might have to get creative with it. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. As someone who builds a lot of off-field DPSs, a team attack buffer like Nicole is someone I'm definitely pulling for. Once I finish building her, I'll do some actual testing on her just to see how accurate these preliminary tests were. But every account is different. So, let me know in the comments whether Nicole is someone you're planning to go for in the future. And if so, what teams are you going to play her in? And if you're someone who enjoyed watching how I use the Test Dummies editor for these simulations, I'd love to hear how you might use it for your own testing. Are you going to use it for alternate character kits, fake weapons, fake artifacts? Let me know. And if you enjoyed, consider leaving a like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!